Listen to my voice right now, my dear child, and let these words settle deep within your spirit. You have finally made it through the hardest part of your journey, and I want you to know with absolute certainty that you have passed the test. I have been watching you closely through every single moment of your life. I saw every single tear that fell from your eyes, even the ones you quickly wiped away so that no one else would see. I witnessed every silent battle you fought in the quiet moments of the night. I felt the heavy weight on your chest during all those moments when you honestly thought about giving up. But I also saw the beautiful truth that, even in your darkest hours, you chose to hold on to me. Your struggles were never invisible to me. I saw it all. And because of your beautiful faithfulness, miracles are about to unfold in your life. Stay right here with me and listen closely, because the things I am about to share with you will change the direction of your life forever. My beloved child, I need you to know how deeply proud I am of you. Your path has not been an easy one. It has been filled with steep mountains, sudden storms, deep pain, and quiet battles that the people around you never even noticed. They saw your smile, but they did not see the effort it took to create it. But I noticed. I saw absolutely everything. I saw the hidden tears you cried when you were entirely alone. I was there during those long, sleepless nights when your mind raced with worry and your heart ached with confusion. I was sitting beside you on those heavy days when hope felt like a distant memory that you could no longer reach. Yet, despite all of that immense pressure, you held on to your faith with a tight grip. You did not realize it at the time, but all of heaven was watching your journey with great attention. We were observing your incredible strength in those specific moments when the enemy tried his hardest to completely break your spirit. You have walked straight through the middle of the fire, and you survived. You did not make it through by your own strength alone, but because you placed your complete trust in me. My precious child, you need to understand that the difficult test you just endured was never sent to destroy you. It was never meant to cause you permanent harm. Instead, it was allowed into your life to shape you, to build a mighty strength within your spirit, and to prepare your heart for the massive blessings I am now sending in your direction. I know you felt profound pain. I know you felt a deep, biting loneliness. I know you faced terrible uncertainty, constantly wondering if those long trials would ever come to an end. I saw your struggle clearly, and I felt your heartache just as deeply as you did. Yet, I knew that going through this trial was absolutely necessary for your growth. It was doing the hard work of preparing you so that you could receive far greater things than you ever imagined. I heard you ask me so many times, wondering how much longer you would have to endure such pain. My beloved, I am here to tell you that your season of waiting is completely finished. You have successfully passed this long test of faithfulness, and right now, the grand gates of heaven's blessings are opening wide just for you. The enemy tried with all his might to make you stumble and fall. He constantly whispered cruel lies of hopelessness into your mind. He tried to make you question your own value and worth. He tried his best to convince you that I had walked away and forgotten all about you. But my child, please listen to me very carefully. I never left your side. I did not step away from you for a single second. I was constantly there, protecting you from hidden dangers that you never even saw coming. I placed a shield around your heart to block the sharp arrows of discouragement that were meant to completely destroy your spirit. Even in those heavy moments when your emotions told you that you were entirely alone and you could not feel my presence at all, I was actually closer to you than I have ever been. I was guiding your every single step. I was holding you up when your own legs were too weak to stand. And now, simply because you chose to trust me through your absolute darkest nights, you are about to witness a mighty and spectacular breakthrough. The things you once looked at and thought were completely impossible are about to become your everyday reality. The desperate prayers you cried out, the ones you worried were just hitting the ceiling and going unheard, have actually been answered. Even right now, in this very moment as you take in these words, my angels are gathering all around you. They are bringing a thick, comforting blanket of peace and fresh strength to your space. Very soon, you are going to feel a deep calmness that you have never experienced before, because I am showing up in your life in a completely new and incredibly powerful way. All of the painful struggles you went through have actually built a solid foundation of strength deep within you. This new strength is exactly what will carry you forward into a bright future that is overflowing with meaning and purpose. I allowed you to walk through the fire, not so the flames would consume you, but so the heat would purify your spirit and burn away everything that was holding you back. You have grown and matured in spectacular ways that you cannot even fully understand right now. Your character has become solid and strong. Your faith has grown roots that reach deeper than ever before. Your heart has expanded to hold a beautiful, genuine compassion for others. You have learned the true meaning of trust. You learned how to trust me not just when the sun was shining and life was easy, but right in the middle of the most violent and terrifying storms of your life. My child, hear this truth. The test is finally over. The time for hurting is done. Now is the exact time for complete healing, full restoration, and abundant reward. The deep wounds you have been carrying around are going to heal, and they will become the most powerful part of your life story. Your old scars will no longer be marks of pain. They will become shining symbols of my power and my never-ending love for you. Every single time you faced a bitter disappointment, every time someone you trusted betrayed you, every harsh moment of rejection you suffered, all of it was working together to shape you into an absolutely extraordinary human being. You did not fail. You actually grew and flourished in such beautiful ways that all of heaven is celebrating your victory right now. Now I want you to just watch and see what I can do. Watch as I take your deepest pain and turn it into overflowing joy. Watch as I take your heavy sorrow and transform it into brilliant gladness. Watch as I take all the painful losses you suffered and replace them with blessings so large that you will not be able to measure them. I want to ask you to stop looking back at your past with a heart full of regret or deep sadness. It is time to turn your eyes forward. Look straight ahead right now, because the absolute greatest and most beautiful days of your entire life are waiting for you there. I have been busy preparing miracles just for you. These are not small things. These are miracles so grand that you have never even allowed yourself to imagine them. Your unwavering faithfulness has acted like a key, unlocking all these specific blessings. And now, they are going to pour down into your life like a gentle, steady rain. The people who live and work around you are going to notice a difference. They will see the amazing things I have done for you, and they will know without a doubt that my loving hand is resting upon your life. They will witness your complete transformation, and they will have to admit that only I, your loving God, could have possibly done such a great and wonderful work in your life. I want you to remember this truth always, my beloved. You are never walking alone. Even in those terrible, isolating moments when you felt completely abandoned by the entire world, I was right there with you. I was busy planning a bright future filled to the brim with goodness and light. My promises to you are solid. They never fail. I am completely faithful, and every single word of promise I have ever spoken over your life will absolutely happen just as I said. There's no force in the universe that can stop the beautiful destiny I have written in the stars just for you. The enemy cannot stop it. Difficult circumstances cannot stop it. Even your own personal doubts and fears cannot stop it. My love for you is vastly greater and much stronger than any other force in this entire world. If my spirit lives inside your heart as you enter this brand new season, I want you to walk forward with bold, fearless steps. Do not carry a single drop of fear about what is coming next. Step right into your new miracles with total confidence, resting in the knowledge that I personally designed and prepared every single blessing specifically for your unique life. I want you to know that your painful struggles were not just empty, meaningless suffering. They were actually tiny seeds that were planted deep down in the soil of your soul. For a long time, it looked like nothing was happening in that dark dirt. But now, those seeds are finally sprouting and blooming into a beautiful garden of joy, deep peace, and rich abundance. You have passed the test, my wonderful child. You're crossing the border right now, leaving the wilderness behind and entering a beautiful, rich season of great favor and sudden breakthrough. Please stay close to my side. Keep your heart soft and open, and simply watch as my perfect love and my divine power completely transform every single corner of your daily life. The best moments are truly yet to come, and I promise you that nothing in this universe will ever be able to separate you from my constant, wrapping love again. My child, I am speaking these words directly into your heart right this very second. I know you have endured an incredible amount of pain. I know it hurt deeply. Yet through all the stinging tears, you never permanently lost sight of my love. Even when the people you counted on decided to walk away and leave you, even when your gentle heart was shattered by the very individuals you trusted the most, you still chose to cling to my hand. You decided to stay faithful. You chose to trust me, even when the heavens seemed perfectly silent and your mind was tangled in thick confusion. You honestly did not understand why such painful things were happening to you, but somewhere deep down in your spirit, you held on to the belief that I was working out a good plan. I saw all your tears falling. I heard every single prayer you offered up. I even heard those tiny, broken prayers that you could only manage to whisper softly because you felt like all your strength was entirely gone. I am well aware that there were very dark moments when you seriously wondered if I had forgotten your name, or if your quiet prayers even mattered to me at all. But my beloved, precious child, you must know that every single prayer you ever prayed flew straight into my heart. Every single tear you cried was carefully caught by my hand. Every long, quiet moment of deep loneliness you felt was recorded and noted in heaven. You have demonstrated an incredible amount of inner strength. You did not show strength by having no fear. You showed true strength because you felt the fear, you felt the trembling, and yet you decided to keep moving forward anyway. Now I need you to understand this truth down to your very core. Your stubborn faithfulness during those incredibly hard, dark times is the exact thing that has brought you right to the edge of your beautiful breakthrough. Do you have any idea how overwhelmingly proud I am of you? My heart rejoices and sings when I see you turning your face toward me, especially when everything in your life feels shaky and uncertain. I am so deeply proud of all the times you intentionally chose to show kindness to others when it would have been so much easier to let bitterness take root in your heart. I am so proud of you for doing the hard work of forgiving the people who hurt you, even though letting go of that pain was incredibly difficult. In every tough situation, you deliberately chose love instead of hatred. You chose to trust instead of drowning in doubt. You chose to cling to hope instead of sinking into dark despair. Because you held on to your faith so tightly, even when the whole world was shouting at you to just give up. I am now completely ready to release a flood of new, beautiful blessings directly into your life. Your long struggle was never meaningless. It was always a time of deep preparation for something truly wonderful. This bright next chapter of your story is your reward for simply not giving up. I promise you that this new season will not look anything like your painful past. It will absolutely not carry that same heavy sorrow you are so used to. Instead of pain, it will be overflowing with constant moments of pure joy, deep, settling peace, and complete restoration. I am in the process of healing your heart entirely. The old memories that used to cause a sharp, deep pain in your chest are going to slowly transform. They will become gentle, quiet reminders of the amazing strength I placed inside of you to survive them. You are going to walk forward into your future, and you will not carry a heavy burden anymore. You will walk with a light step and a heart full of bright hope. The scars you carry on your spirit will no longer serve as painful reminders of how you were hurt. Instead, they will stand as beautiful proof of how completely you have been healed. Please know this truth, my dear child. The long, frustrating days of waiting are finally behind you. All the beautiful promises you have been gripping onto for so long are finally coming to life right in front of your eyes. You are right now stepping over the threshold into the exact blessings that I have been carefully, perfectly preparing for you this whole time. Very soon, the fog will lift, and you will clearly understand exactly why you had to face those specific trials. You will finally see why certain doors were slammed shut in your face, and why certain relationships simply had to come to an end. Everything I ever allowed into your life was permitted solely to guide your steps toward this very moment of total victory. Every single frustrating challenge you faced was actually a teacher, showing you something incredibly valuable that you needed to learn. And now, you are fully prepared and completely ready to receive all the wonderful things I have promised to give you. Do not allow any fear to hold you back from stepping boldly into this brand new season. I am personally leading you by the hand toward a bright future that is absolutely filled with true joy and solid purpose. You are going to watch your old, dusty dreams suddenly come alive again. You are going to meet new people and build new relationships that will bring genuine laughter, gentle healing, and deep fulfillment to your days. You are going to finally experience a kind of peace that is so massive and deep that it surpasses all human understanding. It is a solid, grounding peace that the loud, chaotic world can never, ever take away from you. As you continue to walk hand in hand with me, your very life is going to become a shining, powerful example of my deep goodness and my unwavering faithfulness. The people who surround you in your daily life are going to watch the undeniable miracles I am performing for you. As they watch your life change, their own hearts will be drawn closer to me simply because of your beautiful story. Right now, in this very moment, I am sending my warm, wrapping comfort directly to you. I want you to take a deep breath and truly feel my presence surrounding you like a thick, warm blanket. I need you to know in your bones that you are completely safe. You are fully protected. You are so deeply and fiercely loved. There is absolutely no one and absolutely nothing that can ever snatch you out of my hands. Your past mistakes and the times you stumbled do not define who you are today. The fears that used to keep you awake at night cannot hold you as a prisoner any longer. You are completely free to live inside my love. You are totally forgiven for everything. You have been completely renewed and you are fully restored. Today, I am giving you a gentle invitation to simply rest in my perfect peace. Open your hands and let go of all that heavy worry you have been dragging around. Release all those heavy burdens you were never meant to carry. Decide today to trust me completely with every single detail of your life. My child, the exact time for your victory has finally arrived. The bitter tears you cried are going to turn into sweet, bubbling joy. All the painful losses you endured are going to be replaced by towering blessings. All the hard tests you took have officially become your shining testimony. I want you to know that I am holding your hand very tightly right now. I am leading you directly into the bright, fresh beauty of a brand new day. I want you to walk forward with your head held high, full of total confidence, because you know deep down that you have been carefully chosen. You are incredibly cherished. You are deeply and endlessly loved. The path ahead of you is brightly lit and filled with my constant goodness. The absolute best, most beautiful moments of your entire life are still waiting for you just up ahead. My dear child, I am fully aware that there were so many days when you woke up in the morning already feeling a heavy ache in your heart. I know there were countless nights when you went to sleep with a mind full of loud, unanswered questions. I was watching closely as you bravely tried to force a smile onto your face for the sake of others, even though your heart felt like it was breaking into a million pieces inside your chest. I saw the massive amount of effort it took for you just to push through and survive another long day. You kept walking, you kept serving, and you kept trying, even on the days when nobody stopped to say thank you. You kept going even when it felt like the prayers you were whispering were just bouncing off the ceiling and coming right back down to you. But I want you to hear my voice speaking clearly to you right now. None of your pain, none of your effort, and none of your waiting was in vain. Every single time you made the difficult choice to keep trusting me, even when your heart was aching, you were actually planting a tiny, powerful seed. And right now, in this new season, all of those countless seeds are finally about to burst open and bloom in spectacular color. If this message is bringing comfort to your spirit today, we kindly ask that you might support our gentle channel. Our single, guiding goal is to help bring genuine happiness into your daily life and to encourage a deep, reverent devotion towards God in your heart. If you feel led to do so, you can choose to support us by leaving a donation using the Super Thanks feature located right below this video. Your generosity helps us continue sharing these words of life. You chose to stay perfectly faithful during the times when it would have been so incredibly easy to just turn around and walk away. You continued to bow your head and pray, even when the answers you desperately needed were being delayed for a long time. You gripped the rope of hope and held on tight during the tsunami season when it would have been much less painful to just let go and give up. You successfully passed the long, hard test, my beloved. And simply because you stayed the course, I am about to open the windows of heaven and release wonderful things into your life. I am bringing you things that human eyes have never seen before, and things that human ears have never heard before. I am bringing you massive blessings that you never even dared to pray for, simply because you convinced yourself they were entirely too big or too impossible. But you must remember that there is absolutely nothing in this entire universe that is too big or too difficult for me. I am your loving Father, and because of that, I know exactly what you need, and I know the exact, perfect second that you need it. I want you to understand that I am not just going to hand back the old things you lost. I am going to give you things that are so much better. I know you lost people you cared about. I know you lost golden opportunities that you wanted. I know you lost beautiful dreams that you held dear. But I want you to sit back and watch how I skillfully turn every single one of those painful losses into a beautiful, powerful testimony. Watch closely as I take all the scattered, broken pieces of your life and arrange them into something breathtakingly beautiful. The painful events that the enemy meant to use to completely destroy you, I am now going to use as stepping stones to raise you higher than you have ever been. The difficult situations that were designed to steal all your joy and leave you empty, I am actively turning into a source of endless, bubbling laughter. Your long, dark season of deep sadness is finally coming to a permanent end. I need you to choose to believe this truth, even if your physical eyes cannot see the evidence of it just yet. I am constantly working behind the hidden scenes of your life. I am right now setting vital things into motion for your future. The heavy doors that were previously locked and closed to you are going to swing wide open. The people who decided to walk away from you actually did you a favor. They simply made empty space in your life for the new, wonderful people who are about to walk in carrying genuine love and beautiful purpose. The long, quiet silence you had to endure from heaven was never a sign of my absence. It was actually the quiet sound of me working in the background, preparing your massive blessing with quiet, careful, and perfect precision. Please trust me when I tell you that your long wait was not a waste of time. My dear child, right now I am actively restoring your tired soul. I am gently breathing a fresh, warm wind of life right back into your weary spirit. The heavy, crushing weight that has made you feel so tired for so long is finally starting to lift off your shoulders. The thick, frightening darkness that always made you feel so alone is quickly fading away. I am shining my brilliant, warm light entirely over you in this moment. As this happens, you're going to begin feeling so much lighter, so much freer, and completely overflowing with my perfect peace. The intense pressure you felt pressing down on you for all those years was never meant to be a punishment. It was simply the necessary pressure needed to shape something incredibly strong, beautiful, and resilient deep inside your character. Through all the pain, you are finally becoming the exact, wonderful person I originally created you to be. You no longer have to carry the heavy, dirty bag of shame around with you. I have completely and totally forgiven you for everything. You no longer need to look at tomorrow and feel a cold, not a fear in your stomach. I have already traveled ahead of you and smoothed out the road. You no longer need to hide your deep pain behind a fake smile. I am right here, carefully wrapping your wounds and healing you completely. You no longer need to shrink back and feel small or unimportant in this giant world. You have been specifically chosen by me. You have a grand and beautiful calling on your life. You belong to me entirely. I want you to start walking through your daily life like a person who absolutely knows, without a shadow of a doubt, that they are fiercely and deeply loved by the very God who holds the entire swirling universe in the palms of his hands. That is exactly how much I love you. I love you enough that I would gladly move both heaven and earth just to protect your precious heart. Please hear me. This current moment is absolutely not the end of your life story. This is simply the brilliant, beautiful beginning of an entirely new volume. The dark, difficult chapter filled with pain has been officially closed and sealed. The bright, new chapter overflowing with divine purpose is just now being opened. All the bitter tears you cried over the years actually served a purpose. They watered the dry soil of your life, preparing it for this brand new season of growth. I am about to surprise you by bringing profound peace into the exact places in your life that used to cause you the most severe pain. I am going to take your heavy clothes of mourning and replace them with the joyful shoes of dancing. The areas where you felt the most weak and helpless are going to become the areas of your greatest, most solid strength. Your unique, beautiful story of survival is going to be a bright light that inspires everyone who hears it. When you finally rise to the top, it will not be because you forced your way there. It will be entirely because my gentle grace lifted you up. So please, my beloved child, lift your weary head today. Take a long, deep breath of fresh air. Allow yourself to completely rest in my arms. I am nowhere near finished writing the beautiful story of your life, and I promise you that this next coming part will be filled with far more joy than you ever thought was possible for someone like you. Keep staying incredibly close to my side. Keep exercising your trust in me. Keep opening your heart and loving others. Keep putting one foot in front of the other and moving forward. I am always with you. I have always been standing right beside you from your very first breath, and I always will be there, holding you close, my precious child. I know very well that there are still many things in your mind that you simply do not understand right now. I know you have spent hours looking up at the sky and asking me, wondering why certain painful things had to happen to you. You have asked why certain people decided to leave your life when you needed them most. You have asked why your careful plans did not work out the way you so desperately hoped they would. I want you to know that I heard every single one of those painful, confusing questions. And through all your questioning, I never once turned my face away from you in anger. Even when you were completely lost in a fog of confusion, I stayed faithfully right by your side. Even when your chest felt tight and your heart was overflowing with deep, throbbing pain, I wrapped my invisible arms of love tightly around your shoulders. You might not have been able to physically feel my touch in those dark moments, but I was holding you incredibly close through every single painful step of your journey. I desperately want you to grasp this one important truth today. Absolutely nothing that ever happened to you was a waste. The long, frustrating delays were not wasted. The deep, stinging hurt was not wasted. The terrible moments that felt like they completely broke your heart into pieces were not wasted. Every single tear and every single trial was an important, necessary piece of a much larger, beautiful plan. From your earthly view, you can only see one tiny, confusing piece of the puzzle. But from where I stand, I can see the entire, breathtaking masterpiece of your life. You only feel the heavy, exhausting weight of today's struggles. But I am already standing in your tomorrow, arranging beautiful things for your arrival. The thing that looks like a terrible, painful ending to your eyes is actually just a beautiful, wide open doorway leading directly into something completely new and wonderful. You have been so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. You have had to walk through incredibly dark, frightening valleys, but the amazing thing is that you never actually stopped walking. You faced terrifying, violent storms that threatened to blow you over, but you never once let go of your grip on hope. That beautiful, stubborn resilience is exactly why I am pouring out my blessings on you right now. I am not blessing you because you lived a completely perfect life without any mistakes. I am blessing you because when things got unimaginably hard, you chose to stay by my side. You chose to believe in my goodness even when every circumstance made it difficult. You chose to trust me even when your eyes were completely filled with blinding tears. Let me tell you, that specific kind of raw, honest faith is the kind of faith that has the power to move massive mountains out of your way. My lovely child, I am actively reaching down and lifting you up out of the dust right now. I am carefully, gently healing all those deep, secret wounds that you have tried so hard to hide from the world. I am actively replacing your heavy sorrow with a light, bubbling joy. I am in the process of giving you back everything good that you thought you had lost forever, and I am going to add even more wonderful things on top of it. The deep, agonizing pain that used to hold you down and dictate your life will no longer have any control over your days. The cold, dark fear that used to follow right behind you like a shadow is going to permanently break away and vanish. You are right now stepping over the line into a land of pure peace. This is not just a temporary, fleeting moment of calm. This is a permanent, brand new season of your life. I am personally reaching into your spirit and removing all the crushing heaviness from your tired soul. In its place, I am planting a deep, unshakable calm completely inside of you. This new peace I am giving you will not be like the temporary peace this chaotic world offers. It will absolutely not depend on whether your daily situations are easy or hard. This solid peace will come directly from the deep knowledge that I, the God of the universe, am constantly walking with you. It will grow from your choice to finally rest completely in all the promises I have made to you. It will blossom from your total trust that I am constantly working behind the scenes, pulling all the strings of the universe to make sure everything works out beautifully for your ultimate good. So I want you to take a moment to just breathe, my beloved child. Just take a deep breath and let yourself rest. I am completely in control of the steering wheel of your life, and I love you with a depth and a passion that you cannot even begin to imagine. You are not falling behind in the race of life. You have not been tossed aside or forgotten. You are arriving at the exact right time, perfectly on schedule for the beautiful, fresh new beginning that I have meticulously planned just for you. Those heavy doors that slammed closed in your face were never meant to be a punishment. They were actually my strong shield of protection, keeping you away from things that would have caused you harm. The specific people who decided to walk away from your life were simply never meant to stay for the entire journey. They were just a temporary part of your long preparation. The road that stretches out directly ahead of you is absolutely full to the brim with my pure goodness. You are not going to have to exhaust yourself by constantly chasing after good things anymore. I am going to personally bring the good things directly to your front door. I look closely at your heart every day. I know all the secret dreams you hold inside. I remember every single prayer you have ever spoken. And right now, I am actively answering all of them in ways that are far, far better than anything you ever thought to ask for. Sometimes when I told you no, it was actually because I was preparing a massive yes for later. Sometimes, when heaven felt completely silent, it was simply because I was quietly, carefully preparing something far greater for your life. And right now, that long, hard wait is totally and completely over. You are just about to step right into the middle of the beautiful promise. You're going to find yourself smiling a genuine smile again. You're going to hear yourself laughing a deep, carefree laugh again. You're going to learn how to open your heart and completely trust again. I am currently brushing away all the dark, gray ashes of your painful yesterday, and I am dressing you in a beautiful, bright new outfit of pure joy. The long, cold night season of your life is officially ending, and a warm, bright new day is finally dawning here. You are not the exact same person you were before all this pain started. Because you chose to stay faithful through it all, you are now so much wiser. You are incredibly stronger, and you are so much more beautiful inside and out. If this deep, heavenly peace is something you desire today, I want you to make the choice to stay very close to me, my child. Make a firm decision not to look back over your shoulder at the past anymore. Refuse to compare your unique, beautiful journey to anyone else's path. Do not let fear have any room in your mind. I am always right here with you. I am constantly guiding your footsteps. And I am right now leading you directly into something completely wonderful and breathtaking. This is exactly your time to shine. This is your personal, beautiful moment. Take my hand and walk forward with me directly into the massive, wonderful blessings that I have carefully, lovingly prepared just for you. Let me speak softly to your heart just one more time today. I know exactly how physically and emotionally tired you have been lately. I know you have been carrying a heavy, invisible weight that is far greater than you ever admit out loud to anyone. I watched you putting on a brave face and trying so hard to be the strong one for everyone else, even when all you really wanted to do was fall apart and cry. But the beautiful thing is that you didn't quit. You refused to give up the fight. You kept putting one tired foot in front of the other, taking it step by step, even on the days when you felt like you had absolutely zero strength left in your body. And my beloved child, that specific kind of raw, determined faith is exactly what touches my heart the most deeply. You never have to wear a mask or pretend that everything is perfect when you are with me. I see the real, authentic you. I see the brave person who tries so hard to stay hopeful even when the entire world around them looks incredibly dark and frightening. I see the beautiful soul who continues to pour out love to other people, even when they themselves feel completely empty and drained inside. I see the faithful believer who looks up and says that they will trust me, even when trusting hurts deeply. That beautiful, honest vulnerability is exactly why I am sending this comforting message directly to you today. I am sending it because your heart has always been so incredibly honest with me. I am sending it because you chose to trust my heart even when your mind could not understand my plan. Please allow me to gently remind you of one very simple, very powerful truth today. You're not walking through this life alone. In fact, you are never walking alone for a single second. Every single night that you laid in bed and cried, I was sitting right there beside you. Every time you wandered off and felt completely lost, I was the unseen hand gently guiding you back to the path. Every single time your gentle heart was shattered into pieces, I was the one carefully picking up the shards and holding them safe. You might have felt like the whole world had completely forgotten you existed, but I promise you that I never once turned my face away from yours. I have been walking side by side with you straight through every dark valley, directly through every violent storm, and carefully through every changing season of your life. And now, I am actively doing something completely new and fresh in your world. You might not be able to see the physical evidence of it with your eyes just yet, but the spiritual shift has already been set into motion. The terrible, heavy things that used to weigh you down and make you feel trapped will no longer have any power to control your life. The loud, intimidating voice of fear that used to constantly whisper worst-case scenarios into your ear is going to fall completely, permanently silent. The dark, heavy pain that used to follow right behind you like a stubborn shadow is going to finally lift up and disappear. I am currently sending a powerful wave of deep healing directly to your physical body, directly to your anxious mind, and directly to your weary soul. I am in the process of completely restoring everything good that was stolen from you. I am actively leading you right back into a state of perfect, unshakable peace. There is a massive, powerful shift happening in the spiritual realm around you right now. Can you feel the slight change in the wind? It is the beautiful sound of the page turning to a new chapter. It is the loud, glorious sound of old, heavy chains finally snapping and breaking off your life. It is the very beginning of something incredibly, breathtakingly beautiful. You honestly thought that your story was over and done with, but I want to tell you that I am really just getting started with you. You thought that you had completely missed your one big chance at happiness, but the truth is that I have purposefully been saving the absolute best blessings for the last part of your journey. All that long, frustrating time you spent waiting has absolutely not been wasted. The entire time, I have been busy preparing you, carefully shaping your character, and building something incredibly deep and strong inside your spirit. Right now is the exact time for you to lift your tired head up high. Right now is the time to give yourself permission to start dreaming big, beautiful dreams again. Right now is the perfect time to start believing that wonderful things are possible again. You are absolutely not the exact same person that you used to be. You have grown immensely. You have changed for the better. You have become so much stronger and braver. And I am just about to show you exactly why that long, hard battle had to last for such a long time. I am going to show you why there had to be so many painful tears, and why the heavy weight you carried was so incredibly hard to bear. I allowed it because the beautiful things that are coming next are going to make every single bit of that struggle completely worth it. You're going to look back at your past one day very soon, and finally say that you understand why it all happened. I am in the process of handing you pure, breathtaking beauty in exchange for the gray, dusty ashes of your past. I am handing you a solid, quiet peace in exchange for all the violent storms you survived. I am handing you a deep, bubbling joy that absolutely does not depend on whether your current daily situation is perfect or messy. I am actively arranging for brand new, wonderful people to walk directly into your daily life. I am bringing you people who will know exactly how to love you the right way. People who will bravely stand shoulder to shoulder with you when times get tough. People who will look at you and easily see the incredible, valuable gold that is hidden inside your heart. I am going to take you to beautiful, elevated places that you never, ever thought you would be able to reach. I am actively swinging open massive doors of opportunity, that absolutely no human being will ever be able to shut again. So please, my dear child, do not be afraid of the future anymore. Do not hold yourself back or hide in the shadows. Do not allow a single drop of doubt to ruin the beautiful promises I have spoken over your life. My promises to you are completely solid and undeniably true. My timing for delivering these blessings is absolutely flawless and perfect, and my deep, burning love for you has never, ever changed or faded away. You are still my precious, chosen child. You are still my absolute greatest delight, and I have so much more goodness planned for your future than your mind has ever been able to imagine. So I want you to just rest right now. Take a deep, slow breath. Give yourself permission to let go of trying to control all the complicated things in life that you simply cannot control. Make the choice to fully trust me with the details of your future. Fully trust me to protect and guide your fragile heart. Fully trust me to gently handle all the sensitive parts of your life that still feel broken and bruised. I promise you that I will never, ever let you down. I never have let you down in the past, and I absolutely never will in the future. This moment right now is your beautiful, brand new beginning, and I am going to be walking right beside you, holding your hand through every single step of this amazing new journey. My child, I am still standing right here. I am still softly speaking to you. I am still gently reaching out my hand to touch your weary heart. I know that it is not an easy thing to just trust again when life has let you down so many times before. I know it is incredibly hard to force yourself to believe that better, brighter days are actually coming when so many of your past days have been filled with nothing but heavy pain. But I desperately want you to lean in and listen very closely to me right now. Your life story is absolutely not finished yet. This current, difficult chapter that you are slowly walking through right now is most definitely not the final chapter of your book. I am still holding the pen. I am still actively writing. And every single word that I am writing about your next chapter is absolutely overflowing with bright, beautiful hope. I know that you have spent countless hours crying in total silence, fully convinced that absolutely nobody in the world could see your pain. But I want to remind you that I see everything. I saw every single one of those tears fall. I even saw the ones that you wiped away as quickly as possible so that the people around you wouldn't ask questions. I heard every single broken word that you softly whispered into the dark, empty room. I heard the desperate words when you cried out asking for my help. I heard the confused words when you asked exactly where I was hiding. I want you to know that through all of that, I never once turned my back and walked away from you, not even for a single second. You might have genuinely felt like you were totally forgotten by the universe, but I was always standing right there, closer than your own breathing. My dear child, you absolutely do not need to have your entire life perfectly figured out right now. You absolutely do not need to force yourself to be strong and brave 100% of the time. It is perfectly okay for you to admit that you are tired. It is perfectly okay for you to admit that you feel a little lost sometimes. That is the exact reason why I am right here. I am here to carry the heavy things that are simply too heavy for you to carry alone. I am here to gently lead the way when the road gets foggy and you do not know which direction to turn. I want you to completely let go of all that crushing pressure you put on yourself to be absolutely perfect. Instead of trying to be perfect, just let me hold you securely in my arms. Just let me safely guide your daily steps. Just let my perfect love wash over you until you are completely brought back to a state of calm, healing peace. The long, winding road that you have been walking down has been incredibly exhausting. It has been completely filled with steep, difficult hills to climb and dark, scary valleys to cross. But the most important thing is that through every single bit of it, you kept putting one foot in front of the other. You kept going. And that simple act of perseverance matters so incredibly much to me. Your faith, even when it felt like just a tiny, microscopic amount, was always more than enough. You refused to quit the journey. You refused to let go of my hand. And simply because of that beautiful dedication, I am just about to do something completely brand new and astonishing in your life. Yes, brand new, beautiful doors of opportunity are just about to swing open for you. A brand new, bubbling kind of joy is just about to enter your daily life. A brand new, solid kind of strength is literally being poured directly into your tired soul even right now. in this exact moment, as you are listening to these comforting words. You honestly thought that this dark, heavy season of struggling was never, ever going to come to an end. But I am telling you the absolute truth today. It is finally ending right now. The thick, dark, scary clouds are finally starting to move out of the way. The warm, bright, golden sun is finally starting to rise over the horizon of your life again. Your massive, beautiful breakthrough is really not that far away anymore. Please do not allow any cold, dark fear to take root deep down in the soil of your heart. You must remember that fear is a terrible, convincing liar. Fear constantly tries to tell you that absolutely nothing in your life is ever going to change for the better. But I am not fear. I am pure, unconditional love. And my perfect, bright love has the incredible power to drive all the dark shadows of fear completely away. I absolutely did not carefully guide you this far down the road just to suddenly abandon you and leave you all alone now. I am absolutely not finished pouring out my beautiful blessings upon your life. I am absolutely not done showing you exactly how deep and wide my goodness truly is. In fact, the absolute best, most beautiful parts of your journey are still waiting right up ahead of you. You might walk around feeling like you are very small and completely insignificant in this giant, busy world, but you must know that you are never, ever small or insignificant to me. You are incredibly precious in my sight. You are specifically chosen by me, and you are deeply, fiercely loved by me. Your unique life truly matters to this world. Your unique voice truly matters. Your beautiful, beating heart truly matters. And I am constantly working behind the scenes of your life in mysterious, wonderful ways that you cannot even begin to see with your eyes yet. I am actively lining up the perfect answers to all of your long-standing prayers. I am carefully, thoroughly healing old, deep wounds that you had honestly forgotten were even still there. I am miraculously making a clear, safe path for you in the exact places where you thought there was absolutely no way forward. So I am asking you to please trust me, even when the heavens seem completely quiet. Please trust me, even when the path stretching out in front of you looks completely foggy and uncertain. You are absolutely not walking down the scary road all by yourself. I am actively walking right alongside you. Through every single step you take, through every single breath you breathe, and through every single tear you cry, I am right there with you. And I promise you that I will never, ever leave your side. So please, rest right now in the warmth of my perfect love. Allow your racing heart to finally be completely still. Allow your tired soul to finally take a deep, relaxing breath. You are completely, totally safe with me. I have incredibly good, beautiful plans mapped out for your life, and I promise that every single one of them will absolutely come to pass. Keep moving forward, my precious child. You are so much closer to the finish line than you think you are. And I am standing right here, holding your hand tightly through it all. My beautiful child, I know perfectly well that there have been many long days when your bright smile was only painted on the outside for the world to see. Deep down inside your chest, your true heart was incredibly heavy and aching. You tried so incredibly hard to stay strong and brave so that you could help the other people around you. But the moment you were finally all alone behind closed doors, you immediately felt the crushing weight of the world pressing down on your shoulders. You sat there and wondered if absolutely anyone on earth could truly see the massive burden that you were silently carrying around every day. I want you to know with absolute certainty that I saw everything. I never once looked away from your struggle. I never once stopped caring deeply about your pain. You never needed to try and explain all the complicated details to me. I already knew every single piece of it. I saw the quiet moments when you felt completely forgotten by the universe. I heard the desperate, frightened questions that you didn't even have the energy to speak out loud. You wondered if things in your life would ever actually get better. You wondered if you would ever be able to feel true, deep peace ever again. Yes, my precious child, you absolutely will. True peace is coming your way right now. Bright hope is quickly rising over the horizon. Pure joy is finally returning to your daily life. And it is all happening simply because I have stubbornly refused to ever let go of you. I know that you have made mistakes along the way. I know there were dark times when you seriously wanted to just give up and quit, but even in your weakest moments, I never stopped loving you completely. My love for you is absolutely not based on the good or bad things that you do. It is based entirely on exactly who you are, my child. And absolutely nothing in this entire universe can ever change that solid fact. You do not ever need to work hard to earn my love. You absolutely do not need to be a completely perfect person in order for me to want to stay close to you. I am staying close to you simply because I love you now and always. This loud, confusing world has constantly tried to feed you terrible lies, telling you that you are simply not good enough, that you are far too broken to be fixed, that it is far too late for you to start over, or that you are simply too weak to succeed. But I am telling you right now that every single one of those things is a terrible lie. You are absolutely not too anything for me. You are exactly, precisely the wonderful person that I carefully created you to be. And I am nowhere near finished with the beautiful work I am doing in you. I am still actively working inside your daily life. I am still carefully moving people and situations around to ensure everything works out for your ultimate good. I am still gently, steadily leading you step by step toward a beautiful, breathtaking destination. You have honestly been through so incredibly much in your life. You have been forced to loosen your grip and completely let go of things that you cared about very, very deeply. You have been forced to turn around and walk away from certain people because they simply refused to treat your fragile heart with the gentle care it deserved. I know that doing those things was not an easy task at all. I know that it hurt you deeply to walk away, but I want you to understand that I was actually protecting you. I purposely removed the things and the people that would have eventually caused you far more severe damage if they had been allowed to stay in your life. I know it probably did not feel like a shield of protection at the exact moment it happened, but very soon, you will start to clearly see exactly why I had to do it. My beautiful child, I want you to know that there is a very specific, beautiful purpose attached to every single part of your long journey. The incredibly difficult things that you had to endure have actually shaped you into a person who's so much kinder, so much stronger, and so much wiser than before. You might not be able to clearly see the amazing changes in yourself just yet, but I promise you that the people around you will definitely see it. You are literally carrying a bright, warm light inside of you now. It is a very special kind of light that only comes from being forced to walk through terrifying darkness and still stubbornly choosing to love, still stubbornly choosing to hope, and still stubbornly choosing to follow me. There are incredibly wonderful, bright days waiting for you just ahead. I am not just talking about days that are slightly easier. I am talking about days that are completely full of rich, beautiful meaning. I am talking about days where your heavy heart will finally feel light and carefree again. Days where your genuine laughter will flow out of you freely and easily. Days where you will actually wake up in the morning feeling genuinely excited to see exactly what wonderful things the new day is going to bring your way. I am actively, carefully healing every single thing inside of you that was broken. I am fully restoring every single good thing that was lost or stolen from you. I am gently breathing warm, fresh life right back into the very dreams that felt like they had completely died. You absolutely do not need to have all the complicated answers figured out right now. All you need to do is just take the very next small step while holding my hand. I promise that I will lead the way for you. I promise that I will personally open all the right doors at the exact right time. I promise that I will bring the exact right, wonderful people directly into your life. I will give you a deep, settling peace while you are waiting, and I will give you solid, unshakable strength while you are walking. Every single thing that you could possibly need, I will absolutely provide for you. Just take it one single day at a time, and I will safely carry you forward into your future. So please, do not let fear control you anymore, and absolutely do not spend your time looking backwards at the past. You are absolutely not the same exact person that you used to be. You are so much stronger now. You are so much braver now. And most importantly of all, you must remember that you are never, ever walking alone. I am always with you. I am always cheering for you. And I will absolutely never, ever stop fiercely fighting to protect your beautiful heart. You are my precious child, and I love you with a depth that you will never be able to fully comprehend. My child, I want you to just stop for a moment and take a very deep, slow breath. remember that you are completely safe right here with me. I know that your heart is incredibly tired from the journey. I know that the heavy, crushing weight of daily life has made it very hard for you to find a reason to smile lately. But I want to remind you that you made it this far, and that amazing accomplishment truly means something special. You refuse to quit. You refuse to turn your back and walk away from me. Even during the dark times when it was incredibly hard to believe in anything good, you still stubbornly held on to your faith. That beautiful dedication matters so incredibly much to me. I saw every single moment of your struggle, and I want you to know how deeply proud I am of you. I know that you have been constantly wondering when your life is finally going to get better. You have waited patiently. You have prayed constantly. You have hoped desperately. You did all of these things even when it felt like absolutely nothing around you was actually changing. But I need you to hear my voice loud and clear right now. A massive, beautiful change is currently rushing toward you. You are literally right now stepping across the border into an entirely new, bright season. The crushing heaviness that you feel right now is absolutely not going to last forever. The sharp, aching pain is not going to stay in your life permanently. I am actively doing something completely new and wonderful in your world, and you are going to see the beautiful results of it very, very soon. You have absolutely not been forgotten. I have never once overlooked you in the crowd. I have never once passed you by. While you were waiting, I was constantly busy working quietly behind the scenes of your life. I was carefully arranging circumstances, fiercely protecting you from hidden harm, and perfectly preparing massive blessings that are going to arrive at the exact, perfect moment you need them. I am asking you to please trust me, even if my perfect timing looks a little bit different from the timeline you originally hoped for. I know exactly what your heart truly needs, and I know the exact, perfect moment that you need to receive it. You have come to me and asked for so many different things. Some of those things I gladly gave to you right away. Some of those things I gently asked you to be patient and wait for. And some of those things I intentionally held back from you. I didn't hold them back because I didn't care about your desires. I held them back because I already had something so much better planned for you. My precious child, if you could only borrow my eyes for a moment and see the future exactly the way I see it, you would never spend another second worrying. You would never feel a single drop of fear again. You would just sit back and smile a peaceful smile, knowing with absolute certainty that I have already traveled ahead of you to prepare the way. Even right now, in this very second, I am actively softening the hearts of the specific people who are going to bring massive blessings into your life. I am quietly swinging open wonderful doors of opportunity that you didn't even realize existed. I am carefully, permanently healing the emotional wounds that used to cut so deep. I am completely replacing all of your heavy sorrow with a light, dancing joy. And I am actively turning your quiet, stubborn strength into something so incredibly powerful. It will be something so beautiful that the people around you will watch your life and wonder exactly how you managed to survive and thrive. And when they ask, you will simply be able to smile and tell them that it was God and that He never, ever left your side. Before we finish our time together today, I want to invite you to join your heart with mine as we pray together for your family. Dear Jesus, I come before you today with a heart full of deep gratitude, thanking you for the precious gift of my family. I recognize that every single new day we are allowed to wake up is a beautiful blessing directly from your hand. I am humbly asking that you would gently place your loving, protective hands over every single member of my family today. Please keep us completely safe and secure inside your gentle care. I ask that you would strongly protect our physical bodies from any sickness, guard us against any accidents, and shield us from absolutely anything that might try to cause us harm. Please cover our entire home with a thick blanket of your perfect peace, and fill all of our hearts with a deep, unshakable trust in your goodness. Lord, please give us the wisdom we need to properly take care of our physical and mental health. Please teach us how to make wise, healthy choices regarding the food we eat, the way we allow our bodies to rest, and the gentle way we treat one another every day. Please let our home always be a safe place that is completely full of warm kindness, deep peace, and joyful laughter. Please help us to always choose to speak gentle words that bring healing to others, rather than harsh words that cause hurt. Please let your perfect, calming peace stand like a guard over our racing thoughts and our heavy emotions, especially during the times when the world around us feels incredibly hard and chaotic. I am specifically asking for your powerful, healing hand to rest upon anyone in my family who might be feeling unwell physically or emotionally right now. Please bring a soothing comfort directly to their aching body. Bring a deep, settling peace to their worried heart, and pour fresh, new strength directly into their tired soul. Please gently touch every single part of them that is in need of your divine healing today. We know with absolute certainty that absolutely nothing in this universe is too hard or too difficult for you, Jesus. Whenever we start to feel worried or afraid about the future, please gently remind our hearts that you are standing right beside us. Please help us to remember to stop and pray, rather than allowing ourselves to panic. You are our strong, safe shelter whenever the violent storms of life roll in. Thank you so much for always taking the time to listen to us, for always caring so deeply about our struggles, and for promising to never, ever leave our side. We completely trust you with absolutely everything that we are, and we trust you with absolutely everything that we will ever face. Please allow our family to continue growing deeply in love, in perfect health, and in solid faith. Please keep us walking closely by your side today and for every single day that follows. In the beautiful, powerful name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. If your heart is ready to receive these words in faith today, simply agree and say Amen. And if you feel led, please consider sharing this message of hope with someone in your life who might really need to feel a gentle touch from God today. You just might be the exact reason that they are finally able to find their hope and joy once again.